Wednesday on CCX News, the largest snowfall of the season, how people throughout the northwest suburbs embrace the occasion. We finally got more snow. It just happened after a significant warm spell. The official total from Wednesday, as measured in New Hope, was 7.4 inches of snow. Significant snow events have been rare this season, though we've had just as many as last year's warm winter. This year, we're still about 20 inches of snowfall below a typical winter. Over in Maple Grove, the heavy snowfall gave an amateur weather watcher a chance to practice his trade.
Once a week, what I do is I measure the snowpack, and I also take a core out in the snow someplace, preferably where it's average, and I measure how much water is in the snow.
Benton Jackson is part of a national network of volunteer weather watchers. It's called the Community Collaborative Rain, Hail, and Snow Network. He measures the snow or rainfall levels, keeping a daily log. He then reports the data to the national agency. The data can help experts predict flooding.
Well, I think citizen science is really important because the scientists themselves can only do so much.
Jackson measured an average of about 4 inches of snow in his backyard and a total of about 10 inches for the year. A big snow event can be a big inconvenience for a lot of people, but as Delaney Cleveland reports, it's also a time where we can rely on the kindness of others.
The aftermath of a big snowstorm can mean different things for different people.
Yeah, it's extra special.
For these kids on an e-learning day, it was a time for fun.
Just enjoying the weather and having fun, being kids.
Of course, they had to earn their right to be here.
Shoveled the driveway, did a little bit of work at home, and got to get the reward coming out and enjoy the snow.
This longtime postal carrier, on the other hand, had a different take.
The wet, heavy snow, walking through it, we haven't made our paths yet, and people haven't been out to shovel and stuff, so it's a workout.
Things weren't going much better for Tyla Pui Bandit.
Now I'm stuck.
She got her car stuck at the corner of Zane and Brooklyn Boulevard.
I didn't want to ram into the car in front of me and pulled up a little bit onto the curb, and it's so slushy that I couldn't brake fast enough.
But when folks are in a jam, that's when the spirit of Minnesota Nice can shine.
Just a way to, help out.
Just ask Henry Van Dellen.
This snow is a little tough to work with. It sticks to the ground.
At 87 years old, he's out clearing his neighbor's driveway, simply because he can.
It's the best way. It's because it makes you feel good, and both you and the one you're helping.
The person he's helping is 80-year-old Eileen Stolp.
Well, that's the way Minnesota is. We're Minnesota Nice. So we all help each other.
Sharing, after all, is caring.
Keep going, never stop.
Even if you're pushing 90.
If I can get to 90, I'm going to go more.
The Osseo Area School District is looking for community feedback as it moves ahead with plans for attendance boundary changes. Changes in population density are driving the need for new boundaries. The population in Maple Grove is growing, while other areas of the district have fewer students. The district has released 2 boundary change scenarios that would impact about 2,000 families. The school board is expected to finalize the new boundaries in May, and they'll go into effect in fall of 2026.
We don't want to do this a lot. If we can do something that for the foreseeable future covers our needs, that's the goal.
The district is hosting a community meeting on boundary changes on March 19th at Osseo Middle School. You can attend in person or watch a live stream of the presentation. Soon, Osseo Middle School will have a mural that offers a look into the past, present, and future. I checked out the 7th grade art class, who's bringing that vision to life with its colors of community.
Where do you see yourself or your ideas in the mural?
In Gretchen Abeglin's art classroom, these 7th graders share pieces of themselves.
The cross.
The piano. What about you, Owen?
The sky.
That's why it's like honoring them and their gifts and where they're from.
That idea cloud was translated to their own shared mural. It's a 3-parter showcasing Osseo's past, present, and future. Her second trimester class is working on part 2, Osseo right now.
I didn't want just one group of kids to get to be part of this. How could I make all of my 7th grade groups of kids be part of this? So that was my idea.
Every kid in a Beglin's class is participating, with the help of artist-in-residence Kevin Cleaver.
So we're going to use a pencil, okay? So watch how I do this.
He took the kids' drawings and ideas and brought them to life.
Let me show you how I'm going to have you start.
Now he's guiding the 7th graders through creation.
Everybody's different and everybody's abilities are a little different, but as far as I can tell, everybody likes to make art and likes to paint on a big surface.
Cleaver says he's never helped with something quite like this, but as a teacher, he's fostering creativity and inviting cultural perspective with elements from Minnesota Native tribes.
I think it's important to keep that alive, and hopefully that'll happen through this art. That's cool. I love that.
For students like Kate Sumberg, it's a chance to create a part of the school that's all her own.
I think it's really fun. It'll be really fun to see it in the hallways next year.
The whole class had a hand in it. Classmates Zoe Nelson and Naya Crawford can see that clearly.
It represents the people, like the history. I don't know how to describe it, but
The
like
diversity?
Yeah, and like how people are and what they do.
The Mural project is funded by a 279 Foundation grant. The next trimester of 7th graders will create the 3rd installment of the mural, a depiction of Osseo's future.
The Maple Grove boys basketball team eliminated Osseo from the Section 5 4A tournament on a buzzer beater a year ago. The Crimson were hoping for a little less drama when they played host to the Orioles Tuesday night in the section quarterfinals. The Orioles seeded 7th for the section tournament. The Crimson the number 2 seed behind Champlin Park. Good ball movement by Maple Grove on this early possession. Nathan Romatka is open and hits for 3, and it's a 7-2 Crimson lead. The Orioles' Quincy Johnson passes from the paint out to Braden Haig, who drills a 3. Osseo goes up 1, 12-11. Keegan Harney, Maple Grove's all-time leader and made 3-pointers, knocks one down here, and the Crimson are up 5. Soren Bermond drives to the basket, then dishes to Henry Knutson for the easy lay-in. Maple Grove up 9. They'd expand that lead to 18 points by halftime. Second half, Nabil Mohammed makes this 3-pointer. He leads Osseo in scoring with 23 points. Keegan Harney strips the ball away and starts a break for the Crimson, and then a perfect lob pass to Babacar and for the dunk. A dozen points in the game for the sophomore. And beats his defender off the dribble and gets to the basket and lays in 2 more. Maple Grove wins 69-41. The Crimson host Park Center in a 5-4A semifinal game Friday at 6 p.m. Champlin Park is the number 1 seed for the Section 5 4A boys basketball tournament. The Rebels tipped off the postseason at home Tuesday. Chaz Moots has the highlights.
Champlin Park opening up the 5-4A tournament against Irondale. The Rebels beat the Knights in their season opener by 7. Slow start for CP early on. Irondale's Jake DeDemenses hangs in the air. Nice body control. DeDemenses scored 22. Irondale up 11-8. 6 minutes into the first half, Champlin Park gets their first lead. Tyler Wagner, spot-up triple, knocks it down. Minutes later, Gavin Walter, nice find to a cutting Kristen Plunkett. Easy lay-in for 2. Rebels extend their lead. 5 minutes left in the first half. Preston Tilkey with the steal on the other end. He goes into the defense, finishes and 1. Champlin Park headed into the locker room up 49-29. After halftime, more from Tilkey. Shot fake, 2 dribbles, and a punch out from the senior. He put up 17. Later in the second half, Kyler Puss, pick and roll action. Nice feed to Mo Jallo. Rebels rolling up 61-37. Like he's done all year, Wagner led the way for Champlin Park, scoring a game-high 27. Wagner and Tilkey combined for 44 and sent CP to the 5-4A semifinals with a 93-66 win. In Brooklyn Park, Chaz Moots, CCX Sports.
The Providence Academy girls basketball team is undefeated against a very tough schedule. The Lions aim to punch their ticket to the Section 5 AA final against upset-minded Maranatha. Jay Wilcox has more.
4th seed Maranatha Christian Academy takes aim at top seed Providence Academy in the Section 5 2A girls basketball semifinals. And Maranatha comes to play. Olivia Lenari pops a 3 on her way to a 12-point night, and it's 7-5 Mustangs. Junior Heather Sheehy really heats up. The corner 3 gives MCA a 1-point lead at 20-19. Then a nice cross-court pass sets up Sheehy for another of her 5 first-half threes. She scores 20 in all, and the Mustangs lead by 5. But Providence gets it going. Emma Millerburn matches Sheehy, hitting 5 of her own in the first half from beyond the arc. Despite a great first half, Maranatha trails by 8 at the break. A great set to start the second leads to a hoop from star Madden Greenway for the Lions, who scores 30 after a slow start. Greenway has a triple-double. This assist sets up McKenna Schaefer, and the Lions lead 51-37. Greenway finds Millerburn for another 3 on her way to a game-high 34-point night for Providence. And a Greenway steal leads to a milestone as Millerburn reaches 1,000 career points. It's close for a long time, but Providence pulls away to win 94-67. They play Jordan for the section title Friday. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.